I want to try something new. I've been craving pancakes, but more specifically, the Japanese souffle pancakes. I don't even know why I'm craving them. I've never even tried them before. I've never made them before, but I just kind of came across them, I guess on my TikTok feed maybe. So I'm gonna try and make Japanese souffle pancakes. I'm gonna be following this recipe on this website called Just One Cookbook. This is claiming 15 minutes prep time. So we'll see about that because this is my first time. So I went and bought all the ingredients today. I think I kind of understand how this works because we're gonna make meringue and then mix in some batter with the meringue. And it's the meringue that makes it fluffy. But I'm still gonna try and follow these instructions best I can. This is kind of an attempt at me broadening my horizons because I do basically just fermenting on this channel. So I wanted to try and actually try new things. Souffle pancake seems like a nice, easy challenge. Step 1, gather all your ingredients. Okay, let me do that. Milk, eggs, vanilla extract, cake flour. Cake flour isn't really a thing in Korea. But, oh no, this is cake flour. Got cake flour, baking powder, sugar, a neutral oil. I'm gonna assume avocado oil is a neutral oil. So I got avocado oil. The water's for later. These measurements are very, very small. Hopefully my scale can actually like go this small. We need 2 large eggs. I don't know if these are large eggs, but I've got 2 of them. I'm pretty sure I need to separate these. So I'm just gonna crack them both in here first and then separate them after. Oh, I love separating eggs. It's like the weirdest feeling ever, but it's so satisfying when you manage to sort of like pinch off all of this extra stuff. Come on, come on. Oh, it's like the weirdest, gloopiest, most satisfying feeling. So I've got 2 egg yolks and the whites of 2 eggs, which I almost spilled. 30 grams of cake flour. Oh, that's not much. How many does this make? 3 pancakes, which is 1 serving. Okay, I guess that's enough for me. 26 grams of sugar. 27 grams of sugar. 2 grams of baking powder. I feel like this is gonna overdo it. 2 grams feels like a lot. Is my thing sensitive enough? Still 0. Come on, do something. That's 3 grams, that's too much. That feels like a lot of baking powder. Trust the process. Forgot to record it, but also 23 milliliters, which is also basically the same as grams, I guess, of milk. Step 2, add the milk and the vanilla extract to the egg yolk and whisk using a hand whisk until thick and frothy. Okay, so milk, vanilla extract. Ooh, that smells good. How much is a quarter of it? I don't own a teaspoon though. Let's just do that much. And the egg yolks. Oh shit, I probably shouldn't have done that. I heard this thing where when you're whisking, instead of doing circular motions, if you do side to side, it works better. Let me tell you, this smells great already. I'm excited. Sift 30 grams of flake flour, cake flour, and 2 grams of baking powder into the bowl. I'm not gonna bother sifting. Maybe that will come back to bite me in the ass. And then 2 grams of baking powder. Apparently that's 2 grams. That feels like way too much. I think I might just add half. Yeah, I'll just add half. Whisk to combine, do not overmix. How am I supposed to know if it's overmixed or not? What is overmixed? Okay, I'm gonna assume that's good enough. That doesn't look overmixed, doesn't it? Yeah, that's not overmixed. That's perfect. Set it aside and we need to make the meringue now. I accidentally sprayed milk everywhere. Always keep your station tidy. Meringue. Take out the bowl of the air freezer, stop beating the egg whites with a hand mixer. They're supposed to be half frozen, but I've never heard that before. With a hand mixer, I'm gonna use a stand mixer because I'm fancy. Okay, I heard online that you don't actually have to add the sugar gradually. So I'm just gonna add the egg whites and just add the sugar straight away and just start whisking. And I heard that works just as well and it saves you loads of time. And the sugar, whisk attachment. I just realized I haven't made meringue before. I don't know how long this is supposed to take though. It looks like something's happening. Something is definitely happening in there. That's looking like meringue soon, but it still looks like it's got a ways to go. Is that looking like stiff peaks? I think that's kind of stiff peaks. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, that's a stiff peak right there. Next step. Wait, I've got to heat the pan already? Let's start folding this into here. I'm gonna do the preheating after doing this. It says to do it half first. Can I use a whisk to fold in? That looks pretty good. Let's add the rest. I hope I'm not messing this up, but that looks like it's pretty good. Folded in nicely, and now we need to start cooking. I got my creamy. I love my creamy. Lightly oil. This needs to be on low as well. Let's see how low this can go. Oh, I need some water as well. I need to get some water ready. It's nice and lightly oiled. There's my water. Got my pan lid ready. So now, I saw something where you can actually pipe these as well. Should I try piping these? Wait, can you, Scoozy, please? I'm gonna put you down. Oh, I've always wanted to do this. And hope this doesn't leak. Ooh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Tidy up, clean this. Oh shit, I dripped the water. This is not going well. We'll get the first one down. Oh, I'm not good at this. We're just gonna have to do this quickly. How big are these supposed to be? Let's just make them really big. Oh, these are gonna be connected. Don't tell me you'll mess it up in the last. I was doing so well. Come on. Oh no. Yep, I messed it up. Bit of water for steaming. Close that up. I don't think this is gonna go well. I really thought that meringue would like hold itself a bit better. Were my peaks not stiff enough? Should I try and flip this now? No, that needs more time. Maybe we can break these apart afterwards. Okay, so the recipe recommends an offset spatula, which I happen to have. Oh. How are you supposed to... Oh, maybe they weren't cooked enough. Maybe I should have done them one by one. Oh, that kind of worked well. Pinch you off. Make you your own one. We need to pinch you off as well because you're not part of him. Let's move you across over to here. Let's try and flip you. Because you don't belong here. You're too small. I think they might be... Oh, that looks all right. We need a little bit more time on the other side. They're definitely really fluffy, wow. I think they're done. Oh, these are just deflated like instantly. Oh, that is pretty fluffy though. Turns out I have maple syrup, which I didn't know I had. That's really dark. I don't know what kind of maple syrup this is. Apparently it's 100% pure. That is delicious. A bit eggy. I think I can make these guys look way prettier. Still gonna eat all of these, but I am gonna try again. So I may have gone and disappeared for a few days since that last, what I consider a failure of making souffle pancakes, but we're back now and we're gonna try again, right where we left off. Gooey, can you be quiet on set, please? Gooey, say hi to the camera so you can go. Good girl. All right, I got my ingredients again, so I'm just gonna blast through this because we went over this same process. I'm gonna change up one little thing though. I'm gonna add lemon juice to the meringue because I heard that's good for stabilizing. And from what I think from last time, it needs a bit of stabilizing. There you go. I feel like that's much stiffer peaks now. Oh yeah. This time around, I'm gonna use an electric cooker just because it might be more even. I think I'll have more control that way. So while the pan is preheating, I'm gonna mix this in. And I'm not gonna pipe this time. I think the piping didn't help last time. So I'm gonna scoop this into the pan. I think it might give me more control. And also this meringue is a lot, what do you think, not thicker, a lot stiffer this time. So hopefully it doesn't just pour out like almost like a liquid. There you go. And that's way better this time. It's actually staying put for the most part. I'm gonna make sure everything is ready straight away because I don't wanna mess this up. I need a tiny bit of oil. Paint that on. I'm gonna do these one at a time this time because last time that was not it. So I really think you have to do this one at a time. Can't have these guys connecting to each other. Okay, here goes the first one. I want to get this as round as possible. Okay, looking good so far. A little bit of water. Excuse me, gooey. Cover that up. Although that is a big one. I'm worried that's going to touch the top. It is almost touching the top of the pan. Okay, I know I really shouldn't use metal on Teflon like this, but this is just going to be the best thing to flip this, and I think this might be ready to flip. Let's double spatula this. Okay, that's looking a lot better. Let's try clean this up a bit though. Ooh, it's looking a little bit messy. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Everything's okay. Cover you back up and let you cook even more. Ooh, that looks so good. Really fluffy as well. I think maybe we can take this off. How thick that is. That's like over an inch thick, although I think that actually maybe needs more time. Okay, I'm gonna take this off because it smells like it might be overcooking a little bit, which, yep, there you go, it's a little bit brown. But you know what? We can just flip this over and it's as if it was never there. I'm really hoping this one doesn't deflate by the time, oh, it's already deflating, but I really hope it doesn't deflate by the time I'm done cooking the rest of the batter up. I don't know how many more I'm gonna get out of this. That one needs to go a little bit longer before we can flip it. I'm gonna consider that a success. And you know what? The recipe said 3. And you know what? I got 3. I knew we could do this in the end. I'm gonna put some butter on top. And then I'm gonna go in with that same maple syrup on top. I'm gonna keep this real simple, just butter and maple syrup. Oh, this is gonna be good. Might be a lot of maple syrup, but who knows? Let's try this out. Ooh, there you go. Now that butter's melting. Oh, it's so tall and so thick. Oh, one of them was a little bit undercooked inside. Even when it's undercooked a tiny bit, it's still so good. Believe it or not, this is actually my lunch as well. Definitely better than last time. Way fluffier. The trick to not letting these deflate is to cook them all the way through, and they shouldn't deflate. But the other two, it's just a middle one that was slightly undercooked. That one was a big boy. These have got just the right amount of vanilla. Maple syrup always kind of tastes a bit like coffee. Cool, you can stand somewhere out other than the camera. She won't like this. There you go, she didn't like it. Absolutely smashed it. I had a lot of fun doing this, trying stuff for the first time. So if there's anything else you want me to try as well, make sure you leave a comment down below.